Hi, everyone. In this video, we'll solve 3 array problems. Arrays can help us do many practical things, like creating a tic-tac-toe game that we will make in future videos, building a snake game, making a guessing game, and much more. That's not all. We can also use arrays to solve math matrix problems, like transposing a matrix, multiplying matrices, and even solving linear algebra questions. There's a lot more we can explore with arrays, so let's dive in. We have 3 problems that we will solve today. The first problem is about finding all elements in an array that are divisible by 5. For the second problem, we aim to find and extract common elements from 2 arrays. To achieve this, we will create a function specifically designed for this task. Lastly, the third problem deals with finding the sum of even and odd numbers within an array. We will solve this by creating a function that uses a for of loop. We'll tackle each of these problems step by step. Let's tackle the first problem. We begin with an array containing the numbers 2, 4, 25, 67, 75, and 35. Next, we create a variable, let's call it x. We apply the filter method to this array, which creates a new array containing elements that meet a specified condition. In our case, the condition is whether a number is divisible by 5. Pass the parameter y and an arrow. The condition checks if y modulo 5 and double equals 0, which means it checks the numbers one by one and returns those that are divisible by 5. Finally, display the x variable in the console log. The result will include 25, 75, and 35, as these are the numbers that are divisible by 5. Next, let's solve the second problem, finding common elements in 2 arrays. Let's create 2 arrays. First one is array 1 with numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And array 2 with numbers 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. To solve this, let's create a function called findCommon that takes 2 parameters, arr1 and arr2. They are representing the 2 arrays. Inside the function, I will apply the filter method on array 1. After that element and apply the include method on array 2, pass the element to this method. Includes helps us verify if an element is present in an array. To utilize this function, let's create a variable called commonElements and assign it the result of calling the findCommon function. Let's pass both array 1 and array 2 as arguments. Then, use console.log to display the contents of this new commonElements variable. As a result, you will see 3, 4, and 5, these are the elements that are common in both arrays. Moving on to our third problem, calculating the sum of even and odd numbers. We'll start by creating an array named number array with values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. To tackle this, define a function called SumEvenOdd that takes a single parameter, numbers. Within the function, initialize 2 variables, SumEven and SumOdd, both initially set to 0. These variables will be used to separately accumulate the sums of even and odd numbers. Now, we will use the for of loop to iterate number through numbers. Use the if statement and in parentheses set the condition, number modulo 2. If the remainder is equal to 0, then it means the number is even. So SumEven plus equal to number, all even numbers will be stored in SumEven. And in the else part, add number to SumOdd. In the end, the function returns an array with SumEven and SumOdd enclosed in square brackets, signifying it returns an array of 2 elements. Next, create a new variable sum and assign the result of calling the function. And also pass the array as an argument. To showcase the outcome, use console.log and write a message for even numbers like sum of even numbers. Then, access the first element of the function using SumIndex0. To display the sum for odd numbers, replicate the console.log statement and utilize index1 for it. We got sum of even numbers, 20, and sum of odd numbers, 25. If you find it helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for updates on future videos.